What do I mean by size? I mean your character size. If you think about size literally, as in what does it mean to be big or small, you find it easier to understand this language. The smaller your character appears in a panel, the more you are shrinking it. Why are you doing that? Is your character feeling small, lost, neglected, depressed, lonely, or maybe the environment is more important than your character? The further away your character is from the audience, the more objective your scene becomes, giving more power to the environment, which in turn complements your character's action. Push your character closer to the audience, and your story becomes more subjective. In other words, by bringing your characters closer to the audience, you're also bringing them closer emotionally. The bigger your character appears in a panel, the closer you're bringing the audience to your character's eyes, which will connect the audience emotionally. Why are you doing that? Is your character going crazy? Is your character just happy, miserable, or confident? Maybe size doesn't matter much in real life, but in visual storytelling, size matters. Size is everything, because the size of your character in a panel or a shot will dictate the direction your story is headed. Sometimes you want the audience to focus on your character to bring emotional weight to your story, and sometimes you want them to focus on your character's world to bring objective meaning to your story. Whether the audience loves or hates your character's journey will depend on a combination of character arc, audience expectation, and expectation fulfillment. But we're here to talk about size. I'll show you 3 wide sizes, 3 medium sizes, and 3 closed sizes in a total of 9 sizes. Once you understand these 9 sizes, you should be able to use them in your comic book wisely and to understand anyone in the movie business. I took a few pictures of my favorite comics to illustrate my list. One of them is Flash Gordon by Alex Raymond, and the other one is Preacher by Steve Dillon. So let's start with the wides. Number 1, Extreme Wide Shots, or EWS for short. I call this the Anteater, where the characters are so small you can even see their faces. And of course, they look like ants. This is a great size to create a sense of scope and perspective, or to reveal the world of your story as an establishing shot, or to literally make your character look really insignificant. Number 2, Wide Shots, or WS for short. Here's where the character is a quarter or half the size of the frame or the panel. This is a great size to reveal your character's surroundings and other characters it may be interacting with. Also a great size to show long actions. Number 3, Full Shots, or FS for short. This is a full body shot that shows your character from head to toe. A great size to show both the action and your character's emotion at the same time. In this shot, you start capturing the essence of your character's emotional state. Number 4, Medium Wide Shots, or MWS for short. This size is what I call the handshake distance, and it shows your character from the knees up. We're close enough to shake your character's hands. From a lower angle, this size will give your character that strong, confident, heroic look. From a higher angle, this size works best to illustrate that your character is having a very shitty day. Number 5, Cowboy Shots, or CS for short. Now we see your character from the holster up. You heard that right, from the holster up. Get it? Cowboy shot? You can thank John Ford and the old Western movies for that name. Thank you, Westerns. Now, we're able to see your character's hand hovering over a gun, ready to unholster it. We can also see a soulless expression in your character's eyes at the same time. Number 6, medium shot, or MS for short. That's what I call the Elvis no pelvis size, where you can only see your character from the hips up. This is a great prim and proper size where you put the focus in your character's emotional states and scrap any inkling of sexual appeal. For that reason, I'm out. Just kidding. I use medium shots all the time. Number 7, the medium close-up, or MCU for short. Not to be confused with the much less popular MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This is what I call the hug size. Now we're within hugging range, getting ever so intimate. You're showing your character from the chest up. Any emotion captured within this range is surefire, from love to rage, from passion to total disgust. The audience will get the memo. This is a great size for slaps, spits, pukes, and other close-up and personal dramas. Number 8, close-up, or CU for short. This is what I call the kiss size. We're so close to your character now, we can kiss it. We can also see tears rolling down your character's cheeks after that wondrous kiss, and that allows us to establish a stronger emotional connection with your character. I mean, look at that performance. Can you see yourself reflected back in your character? I know you can, because now we can all feel your character. Number 9, the extreme close-up, or ECU for short. This is what I call the D pick. D obviously stands for detail. If you use this size to lock your character's gaze with the audience, I guarantee they will suddenly find themselves inside your character's mind. They will feel their fear, pain, anger, lust, all of the above. Now we're so close to and intimate with your character that we can no longer see the world around it. Your character is all there is. We are your character with every deep, personal, and vulnerable emotion. Sergio Leone mastered every size by combining them all into a 9.5-minute long sequence where his characters barely even move to create a masterclass in tension and the absolute ultimate showdown, which culminates on ECUs of the gunslingers' eyes and their guns, before Leone releases the tension in a wide shot that reveals who shoots who. That was Leone's way of saying, for those about to die, we salute you. On this page I worked on, where several characters are interacting with a bunch of dialogues, things can get a little dicey when having to figure out what size I should draw the characters. As a rule of thumb, I always explore the main concept of each page first. So before you start any page, ask yourself these 3 questions. What connection am I trying to create here? Am I trying to connect the audience subjectively or objectively? Am I trying to connect the audience to my character or its world? Am I trying to bring emotion or meaning into the story? In this page, the characters are in a courtyard playing a guessing game. So I'll start the first panel with a close-up of the main character to create suspenseful intimacy, in such a way that he could just be anywhere. The second panel goes to an MCU, remember, that's a medium close-up, to review a couple of the other characters and a little background. Are they inside or outside? The third panel goes to a medium shot to reveal the action and bring a little more meaning with the environment. I'll make the surroundings very clear. The fourth panel goes back to the MCU for a little emotional payoff. And the fifth panel finishes the page with a wide shot from a high angle for 2 reasons. First reason, to expand meaning into the page by revealing more of the environment and by isolating the characters, which will make their game seem even sillier. The second reason, to create a transition to the next page and the next episode. Talk to you later.